We've already fought this fight, we've already won this battle. We're not going back. Not on a watch. Not on a watch. Putting worse suffragettes, flip a big switch. We've already fought this fight. We've already won this battle. We're not going back. Not on a watch. Not on a watch. Not on a watch. Not on a watch. We're not going back. Not on a watch. Not on a watch. Claim a watch. Not on a watch. Putting worse suffragettes, flip a big switch. We've already fought this fight. We've already won this battle. We're not going back. Not on a watch. We're not going back. Not on a watch. Not on a watch. Claim a watch. The best watch. We've already fought this fight. We've already won this battle. We're not going back. Not on a watch. Not on a watch. Claim a watch. Not on a watch. Not on a watch. Putting worse suffragettes, flip a big switch. We've already fought this fight. We've already won this battle. We're not going back. Not on a watch.
Hello, everybody!
Not on a watch. Not on a watch. Not on a watch. We're not going back. Not on a watch. Not on a watch. Claim a watch. Not on a watch. Putting worse suffragettes, flip a big switch. We've already fought this fight. We've already won this battle. We're not going back. Not on a watch. We're not going back. Not on a watch. Not on a watch. Claim a watch.
Welcome to the 21st Century Suffragettes cast. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Thank you, family.
Ooh, that sounds so sexy.
I know.
I know.
There we
We'll
go.
do it live. Fuck it.
There we go.
Do it live. I'll write it and
That's
we'll
it.
do it live.
That's
Love
what
it.
we do here at
Okay.
21st Century Suffragettes. Thank you guys so much for joining us once again here on a beautiful Tuesday. But there's nothing to talk about because everything's
Nothing.
fine. There's nothing to see here.
Everything's
folks.
fine.
We've got Benny Loco with us, Lindsay and Dr. Aida from Morocco. So thank you so much for joining us, Doc. And what are people saying over there about the invasion of Venezuela? I'd really like to know.
They're
Oh my
scared.
God. Yeah.
They're scared because
Yeah,
they,
this is
if that's going to happen, then they might try to hit Saudi Arabia, plus this
Yep.
place, plus that place. It's like oil, oil, oil.
Yep.
That's all. And
Drill-
my part, that's what I want to say. Also, I want to say my part. I'm really pissed off. Why? Because I was born in Puerto Rico, and I know what happened also with the whole thing with Venezuela. I had some friends. I have some veteran friends from Puerto Rico who told me through Thanksgiving they were taking photos, videos. I have a friend who lives in a 16th floor, and he was taking videos, and he would tell me like, they're coming, they're coming, they're coming for Venezuela, and that's what they did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you know who actually warned us was Fiona Hill.
Yep.
Fiona Hill
2019.
in her, okay, I have so much to go over that's going to take me a minute to find it. But Fiona Hill, and it doesn't help that my thing is freezing. Okay.
Well, I was informed by my friend, a U.S. veteran from Puerto Rico, taking videos from what was going on because the
Yep.
military planes were landing.
Staging.
See if you can get the
Juan.
footage and we'll play it here on our show.
While you're
found
trying to find that Diane, I was watching. Lev Parnas has been bringing the receipts in the last 48 hours.
Yeah.
He has been showing his contract that he negotiated with Venezuela. He has a meeting, proof of a meeting that was had in 2019 regarding Venezuela. He has pictures of his notes that he took about like bullet points. And one of them was Venezuelan oil blamed drugs. Like literally that's what it said. That's what the fucking note said. Like,
so here it is.
In a thing for a while.
In a long list of ignored warnings, this statement by Fiona Hill from 2019 deserves our attention and shame, in parentheses. She explicitly describes Putin's Venezuelan swap with Trump for Ukraine. Putin cries for his pal Maduro are as fake as Trump's care for innocent people of Ukraine and elsewhere. In her testimony, this is a quote from the pages of her testimony in May of 2019. It says, and I also was told Amos and other colleagues that they had some linkages. So that I also want to, get to step back at this period. This is, March, April into May, where we are having a standoff over Venezuela. And the Russians at this particular juncture were signaling very strongly that they wanted to somehow make some strange swap arrangement between Venezuela and Ukraine. In other words, if we were going to exert some semblance of the Monroe Doctrine of, Russia keeping out of our backyard, because this is after the Russians had sent in these 100 operatives essentially to, basically secure the Venezuelan government and, to preempt what they were obviously taking to be some kind of United States military action. They were basically signaling, you have your Monroe Doctrine. You want us out of your backyard. Well, we have our own version of this. You're in our backyard in Ukraine. These are the kind of people like Fiona Hill was pushed out. And these are the kind of people we need in government. People who actually fucking know what the fuck is going on and see the warning signs coming, I don't know, 7 years down the fucking line.
Yep.
I mean, I'm just floored. I'm floored today that it's the fucking anniversary of January 6th, 5 fucking years. Still dinky, nothing's happened to that motherfucker. That
Nothing.
motherfucker should have been absolutely arrested on the 7th. There's no reason not to. What he did was commit fucking treason. He's a treasonous, weasel, pedophile, rapey bastard. And I want him out of our fucking White House right now. And these motherfucking Republicans, oh boy, I'm going to tell you one thing that's going to go down in fucking history is capitulating fucking Republicans.
Speaking of Republicans, did you see that one passed away today of a heart attack?
Yeah, we got a little bit of majority now. It's like we got to wait for them to fucking die to get our fucking majority.
Wait. There's one more. An 80-year-old Indiana rep is hospitalized after a car wreck. We have no update on their status right now. I say this because on January 30th in Texas, I cannot remember the rep's name. He was a rep. I want to say he was a black guy in Texas around maybe the Houston area. His special election is going to be January 30th. So we have a chance to pick up at least one seat in the next 30 days. And Massey's already voting with the Dems. We have a chance to completely fucking neuter the House in just a matter of weeks. Also, Venezuelan plan was in Project 2025.
Yeah.
We fucking told you.
Yep.
We fucking told you so.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We read that shit and we were fucking horrified. And we were like, if he gets back in, we're in deep fucking shit. That's why everybody has to vote for Kamala. But no, you can't vote for a qualified fucking black woman or a woman at all. A highly qualified 2 women have run. But you can't manage to fucking vote for a goddamn woman. And I'll tell you what, you want to see an hysterical bitch? Look at fucking Stephen Miller on Jake Tapper's show yesterday.
Holy shit.
This is
man.
That's what I call an emotional breakdown. This motherfucker, he's never been liked in his whole life. How he's fucking procreating right now is beyond fucking me.
Elon Musk.
Who the fuck?
Elon Musk, it's Elon Musk, baby.
Him.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
120 million foot pole. You kidding me? That guy's a fucking, he's skeevy.
No. She went with, okay, let's do some math here, okay? I think that Katie Miller went with Elon Musk whenever he exited in like June, right? That's when Doge shut down or something like that, like May, June, something like that. So let's do some math here, okay? Let's say she ran out and, got her little petri dish baby with Elon Musk. This is about when she would be like, have to fucking say something before she starts showing. I'm just gonna put the little tinfoil hat on.
Yeah,
and I'm not convinced Caroline
Levitt's fucking kid.
Yep. Who's next? There's and don't forget, Don Jr.'s fiance wanted a baby with Elon Musk before she hooked up with Don Jr. and got engaged to him recently.
Let's not forget that she's shoving Botox botulism in her body while she's pregnant.
Yep.
Oh,
and for those of you who
Stepford wives, these are the Stepford wives.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know, that's why you can't feed babies honey. Honey has a high likelihood of botulism, and you cannot feed an infant honey under the age of, I think, 1. If I do believe.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's another reason why I didn't want to have any kids. I was like, I can't have Coca-Cola. I can't have a drink. I can't have a cigarette.
I can't have lunch meat.
I can't have.
I can't have lunch meat. No sushi.
I can't have a
You
fucking
can't have
tomato.
Tylenol for your hangover.
I can't have anything. I'm like anything that I like. I'm like, forget about it. It's not worth it.
I wanted to say something else on this Venezuelan thing. I told you I always pay attention to the sirens, the people that should be going along with all this shit and finally grew a fucking spine or a conscience or just, decided to grift another direction. So they're going to say whatever they need to say now. Megyn Kelly. Let's talk about Megyn Kelly for a fucking second. She called out. I know. I'm not going to do any voices. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not going to get my accordion out. Okay. She calls out Fox News and calls it Russian propaganda yesterday. Since all they've been doing. I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. And it gets better, Benny. It gets better. She says, "What the fuck are we doing in Venezuela?" And I can't help but think because she has children that would be fucking drafted into war. Suddenly, it affects her
Ooh.
and her
Aw.
Now
two
you give a
sons
shit.
and daughter. Now you give a shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just had to.
Now,
I pay attention to the sirens.
but fuck her.
And now the MTG's out.
Fuck MTG.
We got to look for the
too.
next person.
No, fuck MGT too. She's
Oh, no,
out
I agree.
celebrating with the Jan Sixers who are in DC right now, celebrating themselves for doing a great job at your failed insurrection, you fucking losers. All of you are criminals.
If I was Washington D.C. MP or Metro Police or whatever, I would set up like grinder honeypot traps for the fucking Proud Boys in Washington D.C.
Oh, I can't see what that says, honey.
While
Can't
they're
see
in
it.
town.
Okay. Those are the pictures or whatever?
Jets.
Yeah.
That's a fighter jet.
Is this the staging from Puerto Rico?
Yes.
Ida?
Yes.
I see.
Okay.
When was that? Because I know they've been there for weeks, months. Like
That was on November
September?
27. No, November 27, 2025.
I learned they
And-
built. They go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. Well, this is my friend, so I'm not going to mention his name.
Sure.
His comment. He said, "Sky rumblings, protected in case of. They came in for some turkey."
Mm.
You see?
Yeah.
So he's pretty much like sending codes, like they're coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that they
hold on.
had-
Speaking of Grindr,
Okay.
before we move on, speaking of Grindr, Benny Johnson put out a post. He goes, fraud investigation announcement. Next week, our team is traveling to the fraud capital of the world, California. Governor Gavin Newsom's office puts out a
Like,
tweet.
what-
It says, we'll make sure
Where's that?
Grindr servers are ready. ...
Yep. Snaps, motherfuckers.
Mueller, she wrote, goes 10 of 10, no notes.
Yep. Because everywhere they go. I also saw that they had built a replica of Maduro's palace in Kentucky, and they had been
Really?
practicing breaching the palace for at least the last 7 weeks.
Can't really
For
see
training.
anything, honey.
I see
So
a
these-
skyline, Ida. We can't tell what
yeah,
it is.
Exactly. Well, that's where they were coming, because my
Oh.
friend lives in a condominium on the 16th floor, so he was getting all the information and just getting also the jet pictures, because he was a veteran.
Okay.
He's an Air Force veteran.
Do me a
also.
favor and email all of that. So when Tony gets back
Yeah,
from
we
the
can do
store,
those.
we'll show him.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okey-doke.
and so I wanted to
Make sure to omit any personal information off of them when you
Exactly.
show
Yeah,
them.
I know that. That's what I'm trying to.
yeah. So Mark Hamill, 5 years, and he's not been held accountable for one of the most disgraceful events in this nation's history. Trying to overturn a fair election and attempted coup against his own government is the very definition of treason. We can never move forward until this is fully adjudicated. And I have to totally 110% agree that this cannot just be, we can't just let this, we just got to move on. And no.
Now, we've been fucking moving on for 10 motherfucking years, and I'm tired of moving on.
Decades. They said this about fucking Nixon. We got to
Yeah.
move on for the good of the country, and
Yeah,
Ford's
yeah.
going to pardon
We
him and
don't.
all this fucking bullshit. No. We're not going through
No,
What
that
good
no,
has
fucking
it
no,
bullshit.
done
no.
exactly? Somebody tell me what good has it done? Because I don't see any good at all.
'Cause
I
there
want to
isn't
say
any.
something else.
Oh,
If you
sorry. Go ahead,
remember-
Ida.
Okay. If you remember, there was also a documentary. This was years ago, somewhere around the second Gulf War. There was a documentary about the oil interests in the Middle East, and it was also
Yeah.
where Secretary of State John Baker III, he said, "We won't stop until we get all the petroleum
Yeah.
in the Middle East and in the Americas."
Why do you need so much fucking oil? We don't need any oil. And we don't want any
Seriously.
oil. We want to
Yeah,
fucking
we don't
go.
want it.
Yeah, we want to go
Yeah.
green. I know we
Yeah.
can't, cut it off one day and just be like, we're going to go oil free or gasoline free.
Yeah.
I know
we
that
were working on getting there.
Yeah. Go ahead, Lindsay.
I unfortunately know one of the oil oligarchs is what I'm going to fucking call them. You're welcome. And his name is Harold Hamm. He is an Oklahoma businessman and oil man. He's got a lot of shit named after him at universities. He's one of those in hospital wings and all that shit. He gets shit named after him. He donates so much money because he pollutes our fucking land and
so he's the
land
Les
from Indians.
Wexner of Oklahoma.
He's currently down there right now trying to get shit up and running. That was another thing that Lev Parnas was showing yesterday is all the oil oligarchs took a trip months ago to scout out the oil sites to see what kind of shape they were in, what kind of equipment they would need to fly in, how much that would cost, how many people.
Yeah. This is not an accident.
Plans were already fucking in place.
That's right.
And I'm sorry, but I think this whole Maduro had 4 wardrobe changes during his transfer. Fuck off with that.
It's such a wag the dog. The whole thing is such a wag the dog. I can hardly fucking stand it.
Hey. How about those Epstein files?
Yeah.
No shit, dude.
Yeah. There's so much to talk about.
He's not going to stop
I know.
at anything.
I know, yeah.
It's not going to stop. And I have a feeling, I think today, right now, they're letting the January 6th stuff play out as well it should. This should be a day to remember.
Did you guys watch the hearing that they had?
I did not. I couldn't stomach it. I watched all the January 6th stuff years ago, and I saw him. Kinzinger was on there.
I watched the testimonies.
Lofgren.
I did not watch the video parts or whatever. I got into it late because I listened to Stephanie Miller earlier. And so I got into it about noonish and I listened to it for about 2 hours. And it was all the testimonies of the Congress people who were stuck in there. And I remember, what's her name? Jayapal?
Yep.
I can't think of her first name.
Jamila Jayapal?
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so
I don't know.
She was describing it, and she's describing hearing the pounding on the door, and she's going like this on the table, and of course the microphone's on the table, and so it's like, and so it was
up real good.
But it was like a dramatic reenaction of it, and it was like very moving. And I'll tell you what, these people are still suffering the trauma from this.
I was just going to say, make no mistake, they have post-traumatic stress disorder from this fucking incident because humans are not supposed to be traumatized like that. That's why they call it traumatized.
And I can't remember the guy, but he's a veteran. He was a veteran, and I can see his face. I can't see his name right now, and I'm really sorry, and I don't have any clips. But we'll probably cover that on Thursday, but his speech, his 3-minute speech that he put out was so poignant for this moment in this time. And like, he didn't even just talk about January 6th. He talked about all the shit that's happened afterwards.
Yeah.
And it's like literally brought us to here to this date. And so it was really great. And I highly recommend, I know there's a lot of demand on us lately. We had 8 hours of testimony of the fucking Jack Smith. I couldn't watch all of that. I tried to get through. I got through like 2 hours of it, and then I just listened to the highlights and stuff like that because I had no time to get through an 8-hour fucking thing.
Yeah.
Plus, John was in town, and we had all those gigs to do. So yeah,
John,
it was so fun. I'm still recovering.
I was gonna say, hope you're feeling okay, John. Hope you're feeling okay, buddy.
Still a little sick, but we'll make it through. So anyway, I'm wearing my Flip the Bitch Sweat t-shirt. Somebody is putting that emoji in the chat. I'm wearing the You Flip the Bitch Sweat t-shirt. So yeah, yep.
Lindsay,
when are you gonna get some merch, bitch? I'm gonna have to bitch at you. Yeah, it's about time you get a fucking t-shirt.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'll take a peek. I'll take a peek online. Who's been suspiciously quiet?
What is it, Rumble at Benny and Diane, or is it Rumble at 21st? Tony said he'll put it in the chat.
It's in
Okay.
I want to also inform you about something else because I got this. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Sorry, Benny. I got this information also earlier in the afternoon from Noticias Telecinco from Spain, where they had the names and the photos of the 32 Cuban soldiers who were in Venezuela when the American invasion started. There are 32 dead Cubans, military. But still, this is going to be another excuse that he's going to go for Cuba.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was really, the hypocrisy is so thick that you could cut it with a fucking knife when Stephen Miller was having a hissy fit on Jake Tapper last night going, we're doing this for the Venezuelan people and blah, 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 blah. Dude, you're putting Venezuelans in CCOT. You don't give a fuck about fucking brown people.
Think that they're hardcore? We are so much more hardcore than they are.
It's ridiculous.
I seriously saw that man's brain crack. He, you know those monologues that I'm sure Katie Miller talks about that really revs her engine in the morning? That is the shit she's talking about. He will literally look in the mirror and his eyes are complete. Have you even noticed just how dead his fucking eyes are? Absolutely. The only movement in his face is his fucking mouth. Exactly, Choni. But he has like seriously shark eyes. You know who's been suspiciously quiet on this whole Venezuela thing? Who hasn't said fuck all? Where is Lil Smokey? JD Vance. Where the fuck is he?
No, JD Vance, what they've done is that they keep him out of
What have you done to his eyes?
Like he's not with Mar-a-Lago right now. He's not there.
No, he's not in the war room. He's not commenting on Shitter or Truth Social. He's not going on the Sunday shows. He's not going on CBS. Barry White. He ain't talking to Barry White.
He's not on vacation.
He's not on vacation. I legit think he is letting Marco Rubio hang himself. That's what I think. I think a lot of this was Marco Rubio and Stephen Miller's idea. Because he said, I don't know if you saw this, that Dinky said he was going to give a big role to Stephen Miller in Venezuela.
Mm-hmm. Tony, I got cue up the iHip that I just sent you. They played the entire fucking meltdown that he had, and I have it queued up.
It is crazy.
But I don't have the second part queued up. But
just note his fucking eyes. That's all I'm going to say. Just like notice that there's no emotion, there's no humanity, there's like nothing. It is dead-eyed.
The thing is that he gets over emotional and he starts screaming at Jake Tapper. He's an emotional twat. Like literally, he cannot control himself.
Hey, Jake Tapper, where's your book?
Hey, where's your book, motherfucker? Where's your book?
Where's your book on Donald Trump? Trapper.
At one point, watching Tapper go, I don't know what you're talking about, was probably the best. You'll see it. Yeah. Oh my God.
But he's literally talking about imperialism. It's nuts. It's crazy.
He's nuts. Nuts.
Oh, it's amazing.
I had it queued up.
This dude's lullaby is like dictator speeches.
Yeah.
I swear.
This guy's fucking emotionally unhinged. Yeah, he should be in a straitjacket. Like, seriously, he belongs nowhere near fucking
emotionally stunted.
Yeah.
Faking.
Charlie Pierce on Stephanie Miller this morning said, who let this guy out of the locker in 6th grade?
Yes. I wonder if he just threw himself in there because it got to happen so many times.
I'll do it myself.
Yeah.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to show you the most hysterical, emotional, unstable, psychotic man on the planet. And this, of course, is Stephen Miller, the white nationalist, Nazi wannabe complete unhinged psycho on Jake Tapper last night. And it's important that we watch this in its entirety because everybody surrounding the president of the United States basically has said, he's got dementia. He's off to lunch. They call Stephen Miller Mr. Prime Minister around the White House. He's the one that's running a lot of the federal government right now. And let's just take a gander into his mental well-being in this interview. Play the clip.
States is using its military to secure our interests unapologetically in our hemisphere. We're a superpower, and under President Trump, we are going to conduct ourselves as a superpower. It is absurd that we would allow a nation in our own backyard to become the supplier of resources to our adversaries, but not to us, to hoard weapons from our adversaries, to be able to be positioned as an asset against the United States rather than on behalf of the United States.
Sovereign countries shouldn't be able to do what they want to do.
The Monroe Doctrine and the Trump Doctrine is all about securing the national interests of America. For years, we sent our soldiers to die in deserts in the Middle East to try to build them parliaments, to try to build them democracies, to try to give them more oil, to try to give them more resources. The future of the free world, Jake, depends on America being able to assert ourselves and our interests without apology. This whole period that happened after World War II, where the West began apologizing and groveling and begging
I don't even
and engaging
know,
these
honestly,
vast
what you're talking about right now.
What I'm talking about, Jake, is the idea. And by the way, you do. I know you love doing that smarmy thing, Jake. And I was hoping to be better than that this time.
I asked you about if there should be an election.
Exactly.
I asked you if there would be an election in Venezuela. That's what I asked. I said, why was the president so quick to dismiss Machado? You answered that question. And then I said,
the objective, Jake, is security and stability for the people of Venezuela. With our help and leadership, that country will become more prosperous than it has ever been in its whole history. Venezuelans
but the woman running Venezuela right now is part of the Maduro regime.
There will be conversations, Jake, about all of these guideposts along the way. The reason why I was giving you that speech, which I know you didn't want to hear, is because you're approaching this from the wrong frame. This neoliberal frame that the United States' job is to go around the world and demanding immediate elections be held everywhere, immediately, all the time, right away, to create these vacuums.
That's not what I think, but you invaded the country. We went into the country and we seized the leader of Venezuela.
Damn straight we did.
And I'm saying,
we're not going to let.
So is the U.S. going to have new elections?
Jake, is that we're not going to let Tim Pot communist dictators send rapists into our country, send drugs into our country, send weapons into our country.
Okay.
And we're not going to let a country fall into the hands of our adversaries.
Turn my mic on. You got a rapist in the White House. He's a criminal. He's a fucking criminal. And you're like, we're going to do it for the good of the Venezuelan people. You're throwing Venezuelans in fucking CCOT. You don't give a fucking shit.
I love that he's like, we're not going to be sending our sons and daughters to the desert. Oh, I'm like, yeah, you're going to be sending to the fucking jungle and the mountains, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not a desert. It's different terrain. It's great. I think that's worse.
It's much worse. And sending any war is worse. And I'm so sick and tired. That was hysterical. And
hysterical.
Don't tell me that women are too emotional to fucking run our country. I never saw Kamala Harris act like that. I never saw Hillary Clinton act like that. I never saw Nancy Pelosi act like that. I never saw Jasmine Crockett or AOC or anybody else act like that.
No.
That filibuster he did, I just had this thought as I was watching that just now. I imagine he talks to his kids like that. Can you imagine any disciplinary action turned into that shit? That shit right there.
It's like having Hitler as a father. Or any of those other fucking Nazis. And he's like, oh, you neoliberals think that we should be voting all over. There should be a new election everywhere. And Tabber's like, no. And neoliberals, honey, you're a fucking Nazi. Fuck off. I would be like, fuck you, bro. You're a fucking Nazi. You want to fucking turn this into a white supremacist country and you don't give a shit about the fucking Venezuelan people. Give me a fucking break. Your hypocrisy is so thick on a fucking daily basis There was memes going around of Dinky going, I'm no war, no wars, no wars. If that Kamala Harris gets in, there's going to be World War III. But I'm going to be no wars, no wars, no wars. Meanwhile, he's bombed fucking 7 countries in the last fucking goddamn year. And I have a list of them.
He said that he's got
Somalia, Iraq, Yemen, Iran, Syria, Nigeria, Venezuela, and the Eastern Pacific and the fucking Caribbean Sea. 7 countries and 2 fucking oceans. So don't tell me he's the fucking no war president. I don't want to hear that ever fucking again. I don't want to hear that you're fiscally responsible. I don't want to hear that you give a shit about kids. I don't want to hear about your in 2 weeks you're going to have a healthcare plan. I don't want to hear it anymore. Why don't you guys just be honest with us and say we're going to be a fucking nationalist takeover and just be fucking honest? Instead of trying to gaslight your way through this fucking bullshit. Maybe MAGA would wake up and be like, oh shit. They're going to come after our guns. We better use our guns and use our Second Amendment against this tyrannical government.
I mean, I can't. I won't claim to know the future.
Oh, the irony.
But we've left a power vacuum in Venezuela. We've left remnants of the Maduro government in place.
It's not about regime change.
We have Machado thrown under the bus because she legit did not physically hand her Nobel Peace Prize to Dinky. That's real.
Yeah.
That is a
She went on Fox News and said she doesn't know if she can give it to him. She doesn't know if she can. And her name will still be on it, by the way. So what are you going to do? Scratch off her name and write your name in Sharpie above it? You fucking tard.
He absolutely will. And then he would frame it and hang it in the White House with all the rest of his kitschy Liberace bullshit. Anyway, he was also pissed that Maduro danced like him. Yes. And that's what ultimately sold him into overthrowing Maduro.
You dance like him and you mock him and you pay for it.
Yep. We have a toddler in charge of nuclear weapons. I've said this before. It's like being tied to a chair as an adult, watching a toddler play with a loaded handgun with the safety off.
Yep.
Have you ever had a dream?
Because legit. And I think J.D. Vance is purposely distancing himself from this so he has plausible deniability.
You could do so. You want him to do you so much you could do anything.
Yeah,
it's just like listening to him talk. It really is.
I don't know if you guys saw the thing today, but he is holy shit. He looks worse every time I see him. I legit, whenever they were talking on Saturday and he was standing behind and like swaying and like falling asleep standing up, there was a part of me that's like, this is it, motherfuckers. This is it. Everybody hang the fuck on. He is going to forward fall face plant on national television. Oh, God. Holy fuck. Please. Like, I was like getting the champagne ready. And I do have a special fucking bottle of champagne ready. It is a giant Magnum.
I'm gonna have to get me one of those little airplane-sized bottles of champagne.
Yeah, what do they call it? Like a half craft, a half.
Yeah.
Just remember, old devil dies hard.
Yep.
Yes.
And he is like dying a slow, painful death. Like
this is like watching a video game where you finally reached the head villain. And you have to give it every fucking thing you got, no matter what your superpower is. You gotta use it all.
Yeah.
To defeat him.
I don't know how to say her name. Abaguzala. Abaguza.
Is this Kat? Kat, the one in Illinois?
Yes.
She goes by Kat. Just call her Kat A. That's what she goes by.
Okay, yeah. She's
Kat
running for
A.
She's running for something. What is she running for? Congress? Do we know? I don't know.
I think she's running for a house.
Yeah, it says United States.
Maybe it's the state. I don't know.
I love this video that she put out. I don't know where she's at. She's probably at a rally somewhere.
Running for
yeah.
I'm checking.
And I love this. Ooh,
Okay.
it's ABUGHAZALEH.
I think it's Abu Ghala. You know what? I hear people say it. You know how long it took? There you go.
Abu Ghazali.
Abu Ghazali.
You know how long it took me to figure out the one from Arizona who didn't Grijalva? Took me forever to freaking learn how to say Grijalva.
Yeah.
But it's incorrect.
Sorry.
It's
Buttigieg.
incorrect also because her last name is Grijalva.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So, Tony, I just sent that over. If you can have that. So somebody posted, Mike Pence. Someone built and transported a hangman's gallows to the United States Capitol ground. As I walked and came across this, I watched Trump supporters climb up and have their photos taken on the gallows platform. I was saddened to see Americans use a symbol of such hate for a photo op. Who brought the fucking gallows?
They literally brought the materials and built them on site. Like some of the stuff they dragged their hole, but for the most part, like seriously. Again, this was not tinfoil hattie.
It was a prefab. It was already built. All they had to do was put it together.
Yeah. I mean, and again, like even more proof that like we know TPUSA helped pay for buses. We know other people helped pay for the hotels and the stashes of weapons at the hotels.
Hold on. Trump is found to have paid for most of the January 5 protesters. Jack Smith's new document drop shows that the Trump campaign paid for travel, hotels, expenses, and organizing efforts to bring outside radical organizers to the Capitol on January 6th. Yeah. Trump and his lackeys planned the assault on our Capitol. It was absolutely... This whole Jack Smith they tried to fucking bury it, but you know, it's funny. Everybody had nothing but fucking time to watch it. Especially if you're interested in shit like that. Yeah.
I watched it.
Okay, so Tony's got the cat
All
video.
of it.
And that's the thing is this whole part 2 of the documents case has not gone away either.
No. Eileen Cannon should absolutely be thrown out. She's not a qualified judge. She's fucking a bootlicker. So she didn't give a fuck about the rule of law. She cock-blocked that whole fucking investigation. It's so fucking infuriating. The fucking stolen classified documents, fucking A. Go ahead, Tony, play it.
So to our representatives, we don't want any more excuses. We don't want to hear that impeachment is unpopular because it's not. And guess what? You're a leader. You better lead. And I guarantee that if you cave to cowardice, someone else will step up to take your place. And we do not want to hear that there is no cause to impeach this tyrant. We got to this moment because of inaction from leaders who swore to protect us, who swore to fight for us. We trusted them and they broke that trust. We deserve so much more than what our leaders have failed to deliver, but they have a chance to redeem themselves, to step up now. But the first step is impeachment. What do we want? Impeach!
That's right. Impeach, convict, remove. Get this motherfucker out of there. She's great. And, you know, these are the kind of people we need. We need young, new leaders. Chuck Schumer was like the Republican.
Get out.
Fuck you, Chuck Schumer.
Yeah.
Grow a pair.
That's something for you, Chuck. This is just for Chuck.
He was like, everyone's so worried. Everybody talks to me and they're so worried about Venezuela. I was like, worried? Worried. Terrified. The entire world feels like every country feels like they have to have a nuclear weapon to deter imperialists in the world now.
Yep. So I don't know. You guys know I'm a big Keith Olbermann fan, and his post yesterday was excellent. I highly suggest everybody listen to the whole episode. I'm just going to play the first 2 minutes. I already sent it over. Okay. The episode title is Trump Makes Himself Military Dictator of Venezuela. And it was yesterday, so 1/5/26. So I highly recommend everybody listen to the whole cast. But Tony's going to play the audio of the first 2 minutes, which is his first segment is epic always. But I could not let this go.
He's good.
Oh, fucking commercials.
So Trump is now the military dictator of Venezuela, replacing Maduro. The military dictator of Venezuela. After what Trump called his extraordinary military operation, itself suspiciously evocative of Putin's invasion of Ukraine by his special military operation. Coincidence, no doubt. Weakened, mentally degenerating, soulless president of the United States, and now also absentee El Presidente of Venezuela. That's 2 countries he doesn't have the brain power to run. El Presidente of Venezuela until he finds somebody else to run it for him. Not the elected vice president, not the actual winner of the last election, not the UN. Maybe somebody he in his dysfunctional haze can trust. Maybe an oil executive. Or Elon Musk. Or Cat Turd. And that's also illegal, by the way. The invasion was illegal there and illegal here. The kidnapping was illegal. Declaring we would run the country is illegal. Naming a proxy dictator is illegal. Acting as a proxy dictator is illegal, as was his threat yesterday to the acting president that, quote, if she doesn't do what's right, she is going to pay a very big price, probably bigger than Maduro, and calling her belief that her country shouldn't be invaded by another country breaking its own laws is, quote, defiant rejection. That's illegal. It's all illegal. That is a lot of illegal, even for Trump. And I say this hating Maduro completely. Trump must be impeached, convicted, and removed.
Bingo.
Yep. That's just the first 2 minutes. So you can imagine how good the rest of the show was. So please, somebody, if you can, drop that link in the chat to that show because, my God, it's good.
Watch him try to hold a military parade in Caracas with his little military medals.
And we're hearing that
I'm being for real.
I know, but we're hearing that these oil executives don't even want to go over there. An American oil executive, they don't want to go over there. They don't need security. They've already been there. They've already seen it.
And it's so much. Well, it's so much more than that too. Whenever we were booted from Venezuela a while ago, we moved all of that production to Canada. You know, the country that we've been fucking threatening for the last year.
Yeah.
Which I guess, does this make Venezuela the 51st state? We haven't even gotten that answered, quite frankly. So. Good job, Canada. I guess you can be 52 or 3.
Canada's gearing up. You got Canada gearing up. You got Denmark gearing up, getting ready to defend Greenland. They are taking him seriously.
Yeah, nobody's going to eat his shit.
They are taking him seriously. We have NATO warning the United States not to fucking go after and do any of this shit. Literally, if they attack Greenland, NATO's done. It's over. That's what Denmark said.
And speaking of Stephen Miller that we saw just a moment ago, less than 12 hours after the Venezuelan operation, we had Katie Miller posting an American flag overlaid on Greenland as a post.
Yeah.
As a warning. And I'm going to be real clear. You know, we know that Dinky says a lot of shit. And we know we have to wait until we watch what don't care what he says, watch what he does. And I think this particular action officially showed, especially the EU and the UK, that he's fucking nuts and he is unrestrained and he will continue to do whatever he wants unchecked, no matter how terrible of an idea it is.
Right. When I heard about the kidnapping of Maduro, I wrote down, he's had a taste of power and he couldn't do it before because the people would told him no. Yeah, you can't do that, or that's illegal. Now he's got yes men in place. He smells blood in the water, and if he gets away with this, it's over. He's going to do worse, and there's no one who will stop him. Republicans could stop him today, but they won't.
Do you know who stopped him? Lev Parnas touched on this. Do you know who stopped him last time? John fucking Bolton and Rex fucking Tillerson stopped him.
Right.
You can imagine
oil
that.
company said we won't go,
John Bolton,
so now we have to pay
the fucking war
John
hawk.
Bolton.
Because he knew it was a bad idea. He knew that it would destabilize a huge region in the Southern Hemisphere, and that if we did that shit, it would be a chain reaction. It would be Venezuela, it would be Cuba, it would be we would go to try to do Nigeria or Greenland next, and it would just be.
I heard he threatened 6 countries, but I only have 4. I have Cuba, Colombia, Greenland, and Mexico, and there's 2 more.
Nigeria and Iran. He threatened Iran again. He said we're going to hit you again just before the Venezuelan thing happened.
And
just to be clear, he's feeling the heat. He said today in his they geeked him up. He made some faces in that speech today on January 6th that he is geeked to the gills today. Whenever he gave that speech. I'm serious. There's some.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, go ahead, Aida.
Okay, well, first of all, just like you said, that the Stephen Miller, whatever I keep forgetting his name. I call him Goebbels. That's all.
Yeah.
That's what he is.
Yeah. That he's got these hollow eyes and that you cannot even see his pupils, is everything dark. It's just also like Trump. He used to have blue eyes and now everything is dark.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's dilated. It's it's a pupil dilation, total dilation. That means he's gone.
What were the Nazis on to keep him up all night?
They were on amphetamines.
That's what I'm saying.
They called it something else. I can't remember the name of it, but it was amphetamines.
I think they're all high on drugs. I think remember all the drugs that were passed out during the first administration? I can only imagine how bad it is now.
Okay. They definitely fucking are.
May I continue?
Yeah, please.
This article also, which is because I'm still obsessed with the entire thing about the photos that my friend gave me from Puerto Rico. Okay. Time Magazine, November the 10th, 2025. It said, Puerto Rico's old military wounds are being reopened, which meant that, because I know there are military bases in Puerto Rico. The only leftover we had was the Muniz National Guard base, which is part of the international airport. Okay? The international airport has 2 runways. One is for passengers, like the entire Caribbean goes through that San Juan part, but then the second runway, it is for the National Guard. Okay? And that's where the planes were landing.
Mm-hmm.
There was even a terrorist attack in 1981. That's when I was living. I was living there in 1981, and it felt really awful because it was just about 3 miles from my place.
Right.
Okay. Now this is the entire thing that I found out here. Okay. I know that Fort Buchanan has always been in there in a town, a little city, small town called Bayamon. And I knew there was also another one called the Ramey Air Force Air Force Base in Arecibo, Puerto Rico, which had been closed, but now it had been reopened. It had been reopened. The SABA, the Roosevelt Roads Naval Academy, etc., was in Saba until 2004. That the Vieques Marines, they left in 2004. Now it has been reopened from October until November.
So this has all been gearing up. You're telling us right now that they were putting all the airplanes in place in Puerto Rico to gear up for this invasion.
Are now reopened.
Yeah, all these things reopened in Puerto Rico. All these military bases.
You went mute, Diane.
I'm mute, and you can't hear me.
We can see your lips moving, but we can't hear you.
Fucking piece of shit.
There it is. You're back.
Okay.
So what you're saying is in October and November, the states was sending reopening those military bases in Puerto Rico for this invasion.
Yes.
So this tells us, everybody in our audience, this wasn't a spontaneous thing. He didn't just wake up one day and decide to fucking do this. This was planned.
It was planned.
Just like January 6th. Let's not, and I don't think Dinky's smart enough for any of this. It's the people behind him. Yeah.
No, dude, he is only interested. And this is another thing.
That's Miller and Hegseth and all these maniacs.
Hegseth isn't smart enough. This is all Putin. Putin's name is all written all over this shit.
Okay. Well, Hegseth is a drunkard. We know that he's a drunkard.
Good minute, just way out of the wet paper bag.
I want to be like war ethos. What? He doesn't know anything about ethos.
Easily compromised, just like Dinky.
Yep.
He's compromised to a bottle of whiskey.
That's another thing that went under the fucking radar, is that two news outlets, New York Times and Washington Post, had been leaked these war plans and kept them under wraps until the operation took place. So it would not surprise me yet again if they got added to a signal chat or got leaked who knows how it freaking happened.
Right.
But yet again, somebody leaked war plans.
What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put it right now on the, in our chat.
Okay.
And we'll put here the link to this Time magazine.
Okay.
That this has been coming since November.
Okay. So thank you for that. And also, I wanted to cover this in regards to this. Hal covered it on his show where there has been a plan from the techno oligarchs, techno bro dudes about how we would control all of the Americas, including Greenland and South America and Mexico and everything in between and Canada. And Putin would get Europe and Ukraine, and Xi would get all of Asia. So these are all dying dictators who are on their fucking last dying breath. And this is what their fucking plan has been for a long, long time. These people have been playing a real long game. And now that they have their puppet, Dinky, who will fucking do anything. What? All roads lead back to Putin. Yeah. Technate of Americas. That's what it's called, Olga. Yeah, it's called Technate of Americas. It's in our chat right now. Kathy Zinn sent me the link to it, but it got buried in all our other shit, and I was looking for it and I can't find it. But that's what happens when we don't do a show from Thursday to Tuesday. It's too much. Too much shit happens in between now and then to cover it all.
Well, And there's another reason why I think Putin absolutely was in on this is Delcy Rodriguez, the VP that's currently has sworn in Venezuela. Technically, she's the acting president right now, even though she still claims Maduro is the president. She was in Russia at the time that this abduction,
and China was
invasion and abduction took place
3 days before this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So let's not,
coordinated.
Techno state. Yeah. Celery, thank you.
Absolutely coordinated. But what I think with this was done, what I understand is there was Chinese delegates meeting on the day that this happened. And they were still present in Caracas. And there was a move to try to move away from the US dollar for their transactions. And that would help with like sanctions and shipping and all that kind of stuff. And they were trying to find a way to go to the Chinese yuan instead of the US dollar. And that's another reason why Dinky was like wanting to do this and had wanted to do this for, I think he said they were looking for an end for like the last week is what he said. And it was delayed because we bombed Nigeria on Christmas Day. That's the only reason it hadn't happened sooner. So I think this is intended to screw China, which I don't quite really understand all of that geopolitically.
So I've queued up. This is a satire video, but it's it's so poignant, and it's kind of like what Dinky's doing. And I just can't remember who sent this to me, or I think I found it myself. But anyway, it's on Blue Sky. Chris Webb. For those of us not in the cult, this is what we hear when anyone from Trump administration speaks. For the people in the back, this is satire and so well done. So yeah, Tony's got it all queued up. Go ahead and play it.
In a stunning late-night operation, I had some friends of mine execute a raid on my neighbor Tom's house. He put up quite a fight, but we got through, and he's in custody. I haven't liked what he's been doing over there for a while now, so I've decided to run his house myself. He leaves his Christmas lights up too long. He never trims his avocado tree that hangs over my fence, and I believe he's running fentanyl out of there. I can't prove the last one, but it makes sense. I've seen him speak Spanish. I got rid of the wife as well. I didn't really have a problem with her, but we did do a 4th of July block party, and she brought empanadas, so better safe than sorry. I've got them at a Residence Inn
for a second.
Towns.
Notice the siren in the background. That was
it was
like so ironic too. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
It's over. I've been using his home as my own little man cave. Pretty great. It turns out he has a fantastic wine cellar that I have tapped into extensively. Anyway, I'll be running his home until a time when I can have a safe, proper, and judicious turnover to some other guy. Which probably won't be happening soon. And just a heads up, I plan to take over some other neighbors' homes as well. Phil, across the street, has a pretty cool car I'd like to be in charge of. And Alex, who lives catty corner from me, has a wife who's a yoga instructor. Be taking that one soon. Again, doing it for the good of the neighborhood, so stay tuned.
That's what it's like.
Yeah.
Can you imagine just going next door to my next door neighbor, and I'm like, I'm taking over your house because I don't like the way you're running things over here, and I don't like your Trump signs, and I don't like your blow up fucking turkey or your blow up fucking snowman. I don't fucking like any of it. I don't like your tax.
So I'm taking over. How do you like them apples?
He made a point in there to state about can't prove the whole fentanyl thing.
Yeah.
And in the court documents, fentanyl is not mentioned in the court documents, as well as today. I can't remember the name of the cartel that they named, something de Soles. They had to admit that did not even exist. Yeah. That group did not exist.
And they had to drop it was De La Soul, because that's what I heard. It's like the band De La Soul. Just like when it was like, remember techno? Like techno used to be a music. Now it's a techno state. And now we're like, facing AI. Like I'm freaking out.
And narco terrorism is a made up term, just to be clear. Aida knows that the narco means sleep. So what? You're a sleep terrorist? Because that's what that meaning. That's what that means.
Yeah.
That Latin word means. So narco-terrorism is a made-up term.
It's like a sleeper cell.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Cool. Sort of.
Yeah, here's the techno state map. Yeah.
And it covers, I want to say it covers like Ecuador, Colombia, Venezuela, all the way to the Arctic Circle in Greenland. It's huge. And I don't, this is something else that Dinky put out on his Truth Social is him with a bat.
Can you move it over a little or per picture over so they can see it's the top of Venezuela there?
He put a picture of him with a bat saying like Monroe Doctrine and him with one foot on like Alaska and the other foot on Venezuela.
Yeah, and look at that red line drawn across the Pacific Ocean, and you got Hawaii is in there too.
Yeah, how far down does it go, Choni?
The Galapagos
I see that it goes to
Islands.
Central America.
The Galapagos Islands is in the far left-hand corner that you can barely see.
Well, that's Ecuador, so I was.
Oh, there you go.
So it looks like down.
Yeah, what's it?
Yeah, like the top part of South America.
Look at that, the Panama Canal.
Yeah, that's another country I'm sure that he's considering too, because he fought with Panama earlier last year.
Corner. What's in that corner, Tony? Samoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's already a territory of the United States.
Yeah. I didn't realize it was there. I don't know where I thought it was actually.
Yeah, those are islands in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah. Oh, and there's Puerto Rico.
Oh,
there.
Alaska.
That trash island. The garbage island.
Look at that. That's their technate of America. That's what the technocrats want. That's what the techno bros want. They want to like take over and like what? 1940. Yeah, it's been since 1940.
Yeah. Hey, Choni, can you try to find that one with like him with a stick or a bat or something? He posted on his Truth Social.
Who did?
Dinky did. Of this exact map and him standing on top of it after he bombed Venezuela. I mean, it's not even like it's not even a dog whistle. It's like plain.
It's a fucking blowhorn.
Hello. He's like broadcasting exactly what he plans to do next.
A game of Risk.
Yeah.
And he's got his little photo which he says, "This is our hemisphere."
Eliosher is calling in. Oh, for some reason, his first phone call of the day does not work. I don't know why. I don't know. I understand what's happening. Just started happening recently.
Weird.
I know.
It's crazy.
It still has the Gulf of Mexico on it. Tony's laughing. Fucking idiots.
That's hilarious.
So, I wanted to play this. This is Brandon Friedman posted. What in the Gestapo is going on in Grand Rapids? Watch this activist get arrested mid-interview for speaking out against U.S. actions in Venezuela. She doesn't even look older than 18.
She's 22. She's 22 years old, and she's a preschool teacher.
She looks like, I thought she was a reporter for Grand Rapids news station.
No, she's being interviewed.
She was being interviewed.
Right, yeah. So,
and she was like one of 200 people, and she was not obstructing a roadway, which I think is what they tried to say.
Yeah,
she's on a fucking sidewalk
for being interviewed.
So in the beginning of the video, you will notice in the background there's a cop car. You can plainly see it, and then the cop car disappears, and there's a cut, and the next thing you know, they're literally arresting her, and she's not resisting or anything. She's just like, and where are all these girls going? Because I keep seeing girls getting arrested, and I never know what happens to them after. Where are they going?
Good God.
Wayne, thank you so much for 20 gifted subs. Yeah, go ahead, play it.
This is not just a foreign issue. It's our tax dollars that are also being used to commit these war crimes. It is also the duty of us, the people, to stand against the Trump regime, the Trump administration that are committing crimes both here in the U.S. and against people in Venezuela.
Now, in the background of this interview, you could see that police car. And now right here, we're showing you video we have. Immediately after the interview finished, Plickta was arrested by 2 Grand Rapids police officers. You can see it in the video. And an officer tells Plickta that she is being arrested for obstructing a roadway and failure to obey a lawful command from a police officer. You can see as she's taken away in that car, she was issuing a number of messages about wanting the U.S. to free Maduro. But again, she was taken away by police officers there. And you can see in this video, officers were closely following this procession in downtown Grand Rapids. We have reached out to GRPD for more information about the arrest, but we have not heard back so far.
Don't know where they go.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah, this is another fear of mine, is that's another reason why we just did what we did in Venezuela.
Clearly, she was on the sidewalk, number 1. Number 2, you could see the cops' faces. Number 3, I thought we had free speech in this fucking country and you could say anything you want.
Yeah. And she didn't say anything that was inaccurate.
They're using
To accept, press 1.
Eliosher, thank you for calling in. Go ahead, babe.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, so,
Yeah,
you know, my mother is Cuban and came over here in 66 by plane.
Yeah.
And then I had to remind, not you guys, but other people online, oh, they're coming after Cuba next. They said, well, first of all, I'm an American citizen. I already was interviewed for my passport about that already by phone. And I still am an American citizen. And unless they take my 76-year-old grandmother and her relatives that are also elderly, and that would make, you know, wonderful news. So I saw Trump. He's crazy as usual, talking all types of crap. You know, just like you said, you know, free speech for them, but not for us.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how the world works. That's not how America works. And we saw Stephen Miller, and it sounds just like the Empire from Star Wars and the First Order, or whatever the Empire was called in the new movies and the new sequels, and the Daleks. You know, we are the power. You will not question us. You will not say no. You will obey. No, that's not how America's supposed to work. That's not why people come to this country. I don't care if Stephen Miller has a plan to get rid of all the brown people. He is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And all the other Stevens, including an Asian, which I couldn't believe that Stephen Chung is helping Trump after all that nonsense with the COVID. Everybody, it's so amazing how everybody forgets what Trump says. From year to year, they forget. He's insulted women. He's insulted everybody else except him and his buddies. Everybody else he's insulted, and nobody stands up and says, that's not how a president or any leader should act, no matter what they're in charge of.
Yeah.
Nobody should act like that.
And also, can I add, this is a trap. That girl who got arrested was, you know, advocating for the release of Maduro. Maduro's a bad guy. I'm not advocating and saying that he's a fucking good guy, okay?
No.
I'm not. But how they went about it is fucking illegal. As we heard in Keith Olbermann's thing. Illegal up the fucking ass, right? So my point is this is a trap to get Democrats to defend Maduro, a fucking bad guy, okay? Don't fall for this trap. And speak out loudly like we do about the Epstein files, saying, I don't give a fuck if fucking Bill Clinton's in there. He can go down with the flames too. I don't give a shit.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to say that we are against Maduro. I don't know how to fix this mess, right? This mess is too big to fix. This is one of those 9/11 moments where before this happened, things were fairly normal. After fucking 9/11, things will never be the same. Dinky invading this fucking country and stealing the fucking president is so fucking abnormal And everybody's like, oh, la-di-da, it's just another Tuesday. No, it's not. Nothing about this is fucking normal. And look at all the other nations around the world. They're all freaking out right now that this could happen to them.
Yeah, and right. In other words, like even other streamers have said that don't even talk about politics. Is Trump going to have to send, MAGA representatives to everybody's door before people finally go, no, this is enough?
Yeah.
We're not going to do this anymore.
Who's running Cuba right now?
Well, yeah, I mean, technically we have a president, but again, I'm not really voting. I'm not a citizen there. But I mean, again, the other problem
it's not,
with Cuba,
Castro's dead, right?
Yeah, Castro's been dead for what, 15 years or more?
Yeah. And so, but is it like a Castro regime still, or is it different?
Well, no.
Yes.
Apparently his mother had almost like 25 kids.
Miguel Díaz-Canel.
So he has relatives everywhere.
Okay.
But technically the Communist Party is pretending to have other parties that you can vote for, but they're not going to get into power because it's a little island, it's a dictatorship.
Right.
And, even though Russia isn't giving them as much money as they used to get in the 80s and such, just like Puerto Rico, they've had earthquakes, their sewer system doesn't work, they draft people into the, military by force. If you're very poor, you can, you have only 10 choices of food to buy in the supermarket. You have to work for the government and or the military. That's the only way that you have power in Cuba.
People are saying it's Castro's brother.
Yeah, it could be. I mean,
that's the last leader that I recall. But he was not a young person when he took the position.
Right. Well, no, right. I mean, my family was for Che Guevara, but of course he got killed. So we don't know if Castro did it or his buddies or somebody, because that's the other problem with Cuba. There's like 10,000 legends. So you never really know, what's really true and what isn't. But the problem is I'm sorry, one more thing. The problem with Latin and South American countries is people forget. You've got the religious part, you've got the military part, you've got the government part, and then you've got their oligarchs or their dictators. And that's the problem, is that people think it's easy. Oh, just get rid of the president. No, that's American thinking or Western thinking. Latin is different, and like I've been saying online, you can forget about MAGA trying to figure out what the Asian countries and the Asian culture does. That's a whole nother kettle of fish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry. I'm sorry. I'll let you guys finish. I'm sorry.
No. Thank you so much for calling in. Love you, brother.
Yep. Thanks. Bye.
Love you.
Thank you.
So go ahead, Doc. Go ahead. I think we lost Lindsay. I don't know if her internet went out or something. Yeah.
The Cuban president right now is Miguel Díaz-Canel. He is right now the 8th. Let me see. Is it the 8th? No, 17th president of Cuba since 2019.
Holy shit. So that's why we don't know who it is.
Exactly.
Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing.
He belongs to the Communist Party.
Right.
Of course.
So, I mean, will he just capitulate and give Cuba to fucking...
Well, who knows? Because we don't really even know if the nuclear weapons are still there in Cuba.
Oh my God.
You see?
From the Bay of Pigs?
There was supposed to be a SALT II agreement, and everything should be fine with Cuba and the former Soviet Union and, now Russia and everything. We don't really know what they have there in Cuba.
Yeah, it's not good. 17 presidents since 2019. That's fucked up. So, where are we? Didn't I send something over to you?
Well, we're damn sure not in Kansas anymore.
All right, get out your dinky blockers. God damn it.
I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to start.
Dinky blockers? Oh, shoot. Oh, well. I'm running. Get mine.
I'm running.
Get out your dinky blockers. Because this is the montage of Dinky saying that he's going to end all the wars on day one.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a year, and he still hasn't ended. Ukraine, she can't find her fucking shades.
God damn it.
She's going to put the veil over her head, which is really weird. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You need to get real sunglasses.
They're in the living room.
Some kind of blockage is better than no blockage at all.
Here's Dinky. Here's Dinky's montage.
I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars. No more wars. I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars. No more wars. No more disruptions. We will have prosperity and we will have peace. Under Trump, we will have no more wars, no more disruptions, and we will have prosperity and peace for all. I am the candidate of peace. I am peace.
I am peace. You are a piece. You are a piece of fucking shit is what you are, bro. All right, you can take your dinky blockers off. I didn't want to torture us too much.
The candidate of peace. The candidate of peace.
Yeah.
Peace.
He hasn't known a day's peace in his life.
So
he's always been on the hustle. He doesn't know what peace is.
Yeah,
So
he likes chaos and disruption around him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everybody always said on The Apprentice he liked pitting people against each other and getting people to argue.
Sadistic.
Yeah.
Well, they came here to
There you go. There's your dinky blockers.
Leave them by the desk.
Yeah.
Yep.
Keep them close at hand.
Give me my cap also. Yep.
Oh, it's so cute. He heard him. He heard. Get the dinky blockers. He needed her shades.
Yep.
Just say I love you to your husband. He's so cute. He's like, yeah, you need your dinky blockers. Here they are. Oh, what she got? What
there
she got? Morocco. All right. Nice.
There you go.
Call from Kathy Zinn.
Kathy.
Hey, Kathy.
Oh, good afternoon.
Thank you for calling in, babe.
Hey, you ladies once again are just kicking it out of the park. And I love Dr. Ada is there for context on some things.
Yeah.
And but yeah, so it was after Fidel Castro, his brother Raul took over. But as Benny pointed out, Raul was not that much younger than Fidel was.
Yeah.
So and then after he retired, Raul is still alive. He's 92 years old. But after he resigned, then as Dr. Ada was pointing out, it's just been total chaos there ever since. So
yeah.
Diane, I think to answer your question, I'm not sure the Castros are throwing around that much power anymore in Cuba. So because now it seems like it's all divided up. But yeah, I was just going to say, it's like the day Trump invades Venezuela, I'm laying there in bed. It's 5:00 in the morning, and my phone, which I have on mute and vibrate, is just going bzz, 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 like one notification. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And my husband, Jake, walks in the room and says, Trump invaded Venezuela and he kidnapped the president. I'm like, what the fuck?
I know.
Got up and just started scrolling my phone, and the BBC, the AP, everybody is just, losing their minds. And they're trying, and the thing was, again, no information. Everybody is trying to figure out what is going on.
Benny, you want to say something?
Been clear.
Pay no attention to the Epstein files.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, unfortunately, it's like there were two things going on. So you're trying to dissuade us from looking at the Epstein files, which didn't work because the new dump came out and all that. And also trying to dissuade us from looking at Jack Smith. Sorry.
Also, we forget.
Which also proves his guilt.
We forget that the day that the morning that he invaded Venezuela, that day was the deadline for the DOJ to come out with all their fucking excuses for all the fucking redactions in the fucking Epstein files, and they did nothing. Nada. 0.0. Nothing.
Zilch. Coincidence?
Yeah, he literally invaded a country to fucking
.0.
get the Epstein files off the goddamn fucking headlines.
Absolutely.
We still have more Epstein file shit to go over, and the show's not over yet, honey. We got plenty more to go.
Oh, hell. In fact, I think it was Texas Paul said on Sunday that even when Trump dies, it's not over.
Oh, no. Hell no. This is going to go on for decades.
Yes.
You know, all of the courts and the criminals and the cases, and it's going to be huge for a very long time.
Oh yeah,
I have more on that ready and queued up for the show. So don't worry, we're going to go over some of it, and it's amazing. So thank you so much for calling in, Kath, and love you, girl.
You are welcome. As usual, you ladies are kicking it out of the park, ready to kick more ass in 2026. Keep it going. Love y'all. Talk to you later.
Love you
As
too.
I said, we're kicking dicks in 26. That's my thing.
That's right.
I'm
love it.
Kicking dicks
Is that
in
on a
26.
t-shirt yet?
Yep. That's my thing.
Needs to be on a t-shirt.
Yep.
Just saying.
Yep. And it should be Dinky's crotch. Just all you can see is the big red tie and the blue suit and his fat body. And with a big fucking army boot, lady army boot with nice legs, coming right in swinging. That's what I want to see.
She was swinging.
So, more on this.
Sorry, my phone just decided to restart, so that's where I went. My phone just went black.
We knew it was probably some sort of a technical glitch.
Yeah, I figured your internet or some shit went down. So Aaron Rupar said, America is rogue and malevolent state and global bad actor. And the OSINT defender on X said, in a telephone interview this morning with The Atlantic, Dinky issued a threat against Venezuela's interim president, Delcy Rodriguez, saying that if she doesn't do what's right, she is going to pay a very big price, probably bigger than Maduro, adding that he would not stand for Rodriguez's defiant rejection of military intervention by the United States. Additionally, during the interview, Dinky affirmed that Venezuela may not be the last country subject to American intervention or even that it would remain isolated to Latin America, clearly stating, We do need Greenland, absolutely, while describing the island, which is part of Denmark, a close ally and member of NATO, as surrounded by Russian and Chinese ships. I mean, that's what I was saying when I heard this. I'm like, he's like a shark. He smells the blood in the water, and if he gets away with this, he's gonna fucking do more of it. We've got to stop him on this one thing. And if Republicans don't fucking stop him, I don't know. They have the power to stop him. Nobody else does. So, get on the fucking ball. I want to read this.
Hang on Thursday.
Go ahead.
On Thursday, there are 2 bills that are coming to the floor of the War Powers Acts. And they have the chance, I know, Vinny, but this is their chance they are losing the House very quickly. I'm being for real. It wouldn't surprise me if, by the end of March, we have a different speaker, and it's a Democrat. Seriously, I think so. So we'll see what they do on Thursday.
Micro Johnson's quiet as a mouse. So
did you see how red his face was when he was lying his ass off about Venezuela? That's his tell. That is his tell, by the way.
He cannot hide it.
He can't. He is a devout Christian man, and I think he does take his stands very seriously. And I think it eats him alive whenever he lies. When he lies, it does.
He uses the Bible as a tool. He does not give a fuck about anything in the Bible. Sorry. Go ahead.
He's a fundy.
He professes to be a Christian.
Yeah.
That doesn't make him a Christian.
He uses it as a tool.
And his actions is what speaks for him. Not him pounding his fucking Bible.
Just invaded Venezuela, and I couldn't be happier about it. I love it. I just wish Dick Cheney were here to see this. I know he would have loved it. I know him and President Volvanek had their differences, but this is something they could agree on. R.I.P. to Dick Cheney. I know he's somewhere looking up at us, but I digest. It had to be done. It had to be. Venezuela was the single biggest threat to the world since they tried to change the Cracker Barrel logo. That's just facts. It had to be done. They got weapons of mass destruction down there. They said Hitler fled to South America after World War II. You can't tell me his 136-year-old ass ain't down there. This had to be done. They got Carnival Cruise Line boatfuls of fentanyl just leaving Venezuela and driving straight to the baby formula factories here in the U.S. Do you want your babies drinking that fentanyl formula? I don't think so. 1 minute it's all goo, goo, gaga. Next thing they're hitting that fentanyl lean in the crib. This had to be done because that guy was a dictator. And look, we don't have money for food, health insurance, medication, or housing, but this is America. There's always money for war. It had to be done. That guy was a dictator. Trump was just liberating the people. And the oil. And there's oil, I'll give you that. But he just fixing their pipelines until it's safe. Look at it like an episode of Bar Rescue. Trump, he took one look at them oil-rich madhouse they were running down there, and he said, I've had enough. I'm going in. And he busted through the door, and he said, I'm going to kill somebody. You're going to kill somebody down here the way you're running this place. And I can hear you Democrats crying now, oh, boo-hoo, it's a war for oil. It's a war for oil. Good. I'm almost at all the bags of gas I stored up a few years ago. I bet you won't be crying when you're paying 37 cents for gas. And by the end of it, I bet they'll be paying you to take it off their hands. I'll break it down for you idiots. See, here in the United States, we got a milkshake, but over there in Venezuela, they got a lot more milkshake. So what Trump did is he took a straw and he stretched it all the way down to Venezuela, and he said, I drink your milkshake. I drink it up. So
I want to drink your milkshake.
What's worse is he can't even say Venezuela. He says Venezuela.
Yeah.
Just like Tesla.
He can't say many words.
Tesla.
He has a very hard time with words.
That's what I was going to say when I got disconnected. Is that's another thing that happened that got no coverage at all. That flights all over the Caribbean were canceled, and people were stuck wherever they were, and some of them are still stuck there.
Yep.
So this operation seriously disrupted fucking commerce and business for sure.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, Doc.
Like I said,
American Airlines had to cancel all flights from Friday until Monday.
From Morocco?
No. San Juan, Puerto Rico to Florida to everywhere in the United States, plus the rest of the Caribbean also.
And San Juan is a huge hub for cruises, for if you're going to go island hopping, that's where you fly into is usually San Juan.
Exactly. With American Airlines is called pretty much like the nerve of the Caribbean. when it comes to San Juan International Airport.
So
and I don't know if you heard this also, but last night there was gunfire at the palace in Caracas last night.
Yes.
And I think it's been confirmed now that it was their military's own drones they shot down because they're so fucking paranoid.
Oh shit.
They are literally shooting at shadows at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
so
my God.
tell me again how this shit is going to be okay. Tell me again that we just haven't made a power vacuum for the next 10 to 20
Well, that's
years.
what I mean. That's what I mean. It felt like a 9/11 moment. You just don't go into another country and steal the fucking leader. Even Hitler didn't fucking do that shit.
But
so hold on. I want to read this, and we got 30 minutes left. So, for anyone questioning the legality of attacking Venezuela and abducting their leader, remember we're talking about a highly corrupt leader, a known criminal who used his high office to make billions for himself, has manipulated elections to stay in power, has used his military against his own citizens, has protected his corrupt friends, and punished his political enemies. And the president of Venezuela did some bad things too.
Yeah. Bingo.
That's what we're talking about.
May I say something else?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is a major mess. Why? Because if you have noticed also, it is like a major state of confusion. People are thinking like, well, it's wonderful. It's wonderful to get rid of Maduro. I agree with getting rid of Maduro. However, not the way they have done it. Period. And that's why everybody is so confused. And that is the theory, what they do about flooding the zone.
Yep.
They flood the zone with all these feelings, argument, and then you confound you. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm going to look at the bright side of this. Who's to say that another country couldn't now use that same pretext to do exactly the same thing?
They will.
That's what I'm saying.
China's on its way. China wants to take Taiwan.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It felt like a 9/11 moment where this ultimately changes everything. When the president of the United States kidnaps a fucking leader of another fucking country, it gives license and precedence for all these other countries to fucking do the same goddamn thing. It's a fucking free-for-all, right? So that's my point. So I wanted to read this. This is Anti-Fascist Collective. It says from Lynn, I don't know. It's a Danish name. I'm so sick of people telling me to shut up about Trump in the U.S. because I'm Danish. He has threatened Denmark and Greenland and Canada and so many others. He has humiliated Ukraine, supported Putin, and his menace to liberals in the United States. He's breaking national and international laws and doesn't care if he wrecks the world's economy and safety. He's a danger to the world. He's an evil orange clown, and I will say whatever the hell I want. So good for her. And also, I wanted to bring to your attention this list that I found. Remember, these are felony crimes. These are all felony crimes, all of it. So Dinky has launched Trump X, Trump Gold Card, Trump Mobile, Trump Coin, Trump Social, Truth Social. And in the pipeline, you've got Trump Golf Course Resort in Qatar, Trump Plaza in Saudi Arabia, Trump Tower in UAE. Melania has a crypto coin. Jared bought EA Sports. And Trump accepted a $400 million jet from Qatar too. But the Bushes and the Clintons were the swamp. How are your grocery bills doing, family? Salaries any higher? How does it feel getting poorer while your president and his family is getting richer? It's such a fucking power grab, a money grab. I've never seen anything like it. It's a rape of our country. It's a rape now of other people's countries. We've never seen anything like this before. And everybody in regular media, mainstream media, they're like, la-di-da, it's just another day. Oh, the president attacked Venezuela and kidnapped the leader. Like it's another day.
Yeah.
I just think to myself, for all of those news organizations that are rah-rahing this move, if you ever decide to disagree, be prepared for your fucking studio to be raided and for everybody to be arrested.
Yeah.
Because that's what's going to happen next.
Yep.
Because that was actually one of the, I forget who I was watching the other day. I can see his face. Hurtling, I think was his name. I think he was a military guy in the first admin. But he was talking about how if you're gonna do this to a country, you get a hold of the media, you get a hold of the leadership, and you get a hold of the fucking military. Because if you leave especially the media, like you need to start telling the story early, like throw in your propaganda early. But if you leave any of those pieces intact, that root intact, it's going to grow again. And so he hasn't done any of that. He's left all of that in place. And I don't care what this vice president is saying, how she's going to potentially play nice now because he's threatened her again. She's going to say whatever she needs to say and do whatever she needs to do behind closed doors, not broadcasting it to the world.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you there are going to be other people and other countries going to have interest in Venezuela much like we do. And they're going to, I'm sorry, China is going to freak the fuck out. And I don't know. I don't know what, yeah.
I think the whole world's freaking out right now. And
yeah,
with good reason. Yeah. Just Jack, a statement from who should have been president. Kamala Harris posted, Donald Trump's action in Venezuela do not make America safer, stronger, or more affordable. That Maduro is a brutal, illegitimate dictator does not change the fact that this action was both unlawful and unwise. We've seen this move before, wars for regime change or oil that are sold as strength but turn into chaos, and American families pay the price. The American people do not want this. They are tired of being lied to. This is not about drugs or democracy. This is about oil and Donald Trump's desire to play the regional strongman. If he cared about either, he wouldn't have pardoned a convicted drug trafficker or sidelined Venezuela's legitimate opposition while pursuing deals with Maduro's cronies. The president is putting troops at risk, sending billions, disabling a region, and offering no legal authority, no exit plan, and no benefit at home. America needs leadership whose priorities are lowering costs for working families, enforcing the rule of law, strengthening alliances, and most importantly, putting American people first. I just shake my head.
That's so hard.
I saw a woman doing this little TikTok short. She's like, I see all these people saying, all the Venezuelans are so happy. Where's my happy? Because my happy isn't on my grocery bill.
And they're not
in my doctor's office.
Venezuela is freaking out right now. I think that was a video from 2017. Another fucking fake video from the fucking past.
Yep.
I mean, think about what they did when they went to Greenland. J.D. Vance was not allowed to leave the military base. Don Jr., when he went, had to pay homeless people to wear MAGA hats and pose for pictures because they went door to door to try to find anybody that wanted to participate in their little shindig. Nobody fucking wanted to. It wouldn't surprise me if he had paid fucking actors and he just flew a fucking plane load.
He's paid actors this whole fucking time. He's paid people to be at fucking rallies. We know now that he paid people to go to January 6th to fucking Jack Smith's files and all of it. Their hotels, their expenses, and put it all together and got the merch and did all of it.
Say it with me, kids. Every accusation is a confession.
Dylan Katz said, I moved from the U.S. to Finland a bit over 13 years ago. People used to ask me why I would want to leave the great United States and come to cold, dark Finland. Nobody ever asks me that anymore.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So, Tony, this comes in like 3 sections. This chick, we've played her on our show before. And the first 3 segments are really great, but we can break them up and talk about them one at a time. The second segment is the one that I was really looking for, and I was like, we got to talk about this. We got to talk about this. So she's the one that lives next to, it's Barry's Log on YouTube. Woman living close to Epstein Island says things she saw there. And so...
Are you looking to establish...
So she used to live, she was a SEAL trainer at a zoo down there, you know? And so just living there, everybody knew. Yeah. Everybody on the islands knew, but she explains it really, really well. Way better than I could.
Right.
And so let's listen to her explanation of it. There's 3 parts I want to play here. First part.
I used to live next to Epstein's Island, and by now you've probably seen one of my other videos talking about it, but I have been a little hesitant to talk about some of the comments of why didn't the locals do anything, because I still have family that lives there. I lived on St. Thomas for 8 years, and which is right next to Little St. James, which is famously Epstein's Island. So I was doing a lot of thinking on whether or not I should talk about this, because most of the things I've shared have been pretty like a simple base level plastic cows, things like that. So everybody's big question is, why wasn't anything done? It was called Pedophile Island by the local. In 2008, Epstein was convicted of soliciting from a minor. He was convicted, but he was released. I believe he was released on a work release. So from 2009 through 2019, he was a free man walking around. Now, it is well known that he had very cozy relationships with officials on St. Thomas. It is well known he had good relationships with 3 governors. The first lady of one of them worked for him, like worked directly for Epstein. So you can imagine how much pull he had within the government. He was close with congressmen, he was close with senators, police officers, officials. And the thing is, everybody knew what was going on, but everybody knew what was happening because he had to land his plane at the St. Thomas airport. You couldn't get to Little St. James without going through the St. Thomas airport. So the fact that he had to walk these young girls through this airport to then either get on a boat to go to Little St. James, the island, or he had to take a helicopter from the St. Thomas airport to Little St. James. And we know that these people were probably paid off. We know that they were all paid for their silence and complicity, but the fact that there were so many people involved and so many people knew about it to the point of the locals knowing but not being able to actually do anything, because who are you going to report it to? This was an island surrounded by security, and you couldn't get close to it. We would drive by it, but you couldn't get close. The rocks were all moved out away from the island, so you couldn't pull your boat up to it. It was, if you tried to walk up to it, you're going to get sea urchins all up in your feet. He even gave 78 turkeys to custom officers for Thanksgiving. So this wasn't just a small operation. Jesus. He wasn't just paying off people at the top of the totem pole. This went all the way down to even, the Port Authority officers. When you pull your boat up to the marina, you have to check in. This was such a large-scale operation. But when you have billions at your disposal, it doesn't matter. I don't know if anyone is ever going to be held accountable for this, because the amount of people that need to be held accountable is immense. Now, I want to remind everyone that when we're talking about this and sharing our stories, even when we have the slightest connection to this story, it's important to protect those that are speaking, because, I was not a victim. I lived near Little St. James. I lived near what was going on, and I continue to get comments and shares saying, why didn't you stop this? Why didn't you do anything? And if I'm being treated like that, imagine what the victims are going through. Imagine what they have to hear every single day. Why didn't they stop it? I can't even imagine being told as a victim that you're at fault, because they're not. They were children. They were abused by some of the most powerful people in the world. And then those powerful people were protected by everyone up the totem pole because they had enough money and power to silence anyone that objected. The problem isn't Epstein or billionaires.
There's a lot there, right? So if you think about it, he could be handing hundreds to the Port of... Oh, fuck. Our fucking thing froze?
Oh,
no, it's unfrozen.
I can see you guys.
Okay, hold on.
You did freeze for a second. I saw you freeze.
Just a second.
Okay, so think about the people at the airport. He was probably just handing him a C note here, and every time he went through, C note. He probably had hundreds, just passing them out like fucking candy. Because when you have a fucking $1 billion, hundreds of billions of dollars, you don't fucking care.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, and to be fair, 78 turkeys ain't cheap. I'm joking. To
the Port Authority. So he didn't come and go like it's fucking nothing. And all the locals calling it Pedo Island, Island, they all fucking knew. And she's like, what do you want me to do about it?
Yeah.
I'm just reporting what I knew about living there. Go ahead, Benny.
And, she doesn't state how young she was when she lived there.
She does.
But she's already young. So, what was her age? What was she do? She was a
She
child
does in another
herself.
segment of this video. And so go to the car part, Tony. Okay. You got it all queued up. All right. Here's the car part. And this is what I was looking for because I remember watching this video and I'm like, I had to find it again because I'm like, this is it. Right here.
The problem is what happens when someone becomes too rich to punish. So here's what I've learned after talking about Epstein in my videos for way too many videos. We don't actually have laws in this country. We have fees. And billionaires can treat these fees like a suggested donation. They're cute, they're optional, and absolutely not binding. Because the Epstein story is not an isolated monster. It's a template for what happens when consequences become obsolete. If your consequences are financial and you have unlimited finances, then congratulations, your punishment is a coupon. When regular people break the law, they lose their freedom. When billionaires break the law, they lose a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of the investment gains they gained during the trial? And that's the whole trick of the billionaire class. If you or I did a percentage of the things these people do, we'd be in jail. But if they do it, suddenly it's complicated. Suddenly it's under review, or the prosecutors need more time. Suddenly everyone involved forgets how to do their job. Jeffrey Epstein wasn't just a predator. He was a symptom of what happens when you become so rich that consequences don't exist anymore. When consequences become negotiable. This isn't just about the island. This is about an entire ecosystem, an entire system of government that allowed the island to exist. So I wanted to answer this question. So I moved to St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin.
This is where she gets more into her personal stuff. But what do you think? Remember when Dinky was too big to fail and the banks were too big to fail and they never faced any consequences? The whole housing crisis, they got fucking bonuses while we didn't have a fucking place to live. Never do these rich motherfuckers face any fucking accountability. She's absolutely right. When it comes to rich people and breaking the fucking law, they never go to jail. Finally, this fucking guy gets to jail. And he dies what?
Jail.
Prison a week before he fucking goes to goddamn trial. He was gonna name names. Fuck. Well, what do you guys think about the whole thing?
Don't forget Don't forget, sorry, Lindsay, don't forget, this was the United States Virgin Islands. It is a U.S. territory.
Yep.
It is commanded by U.S. laws. It's not just corruptions here and there. This is the United States. And who's the president?
Donald Trump.
Exactly.
So it's just like the District of Columbia, Washington, D.C. It should be a state, right? The Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, all of them should be states. Even, what is it, Somalia? No, or what is Samoa?
Samoa.
Yeah.
Samoa.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that's where it was.
Guam.
Yeah.
Guam.
Yep. So
Guam, American Samoa, the Mariana Islands.
Yep.
So
there's a lot. We have a lot of places that, I mean, that are territories. But the thing that I thought, you know what this made me think of? Why is Diddy finally seeing some justice all of a sudden? And it just made me think, like, who did he piss off?
Because he's black.
Whose money?
He's black, honey. He's black. He's a black rapper. He's not a politician.
But I kind of wonder if what he was doing was fucking with people's money, fucking with people's income, fucking with people's reputation.
Yeah.
And I think that's a part of it too. Yes, he's black. That's a piece of it. But like, I don't think he was, I mean.
As Trill Will says on his show, we don't have any proof that he diddled any little kids.
Yeah.
He was abusing women and being a fucking asshole and treating them like prisoners. Okay. That's all true.
Yeah.
But they weren't children. And I'm not excusing his behavior by saying that.
No, I know.
Okay. What I'm saying is that this is a massive pedophile ring. And this shit needs to be fucking stopped. And it's still going on. Yeah, it's still going.
And it's still going.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So I want to play this part, and this tells a little bit more about herself. And just, you know, when you live in such a small place, like I know this from living on Fort Myers Beach or Sanibel Island, or even just Fort Myers in itself, being in it's kind of a small community, you know?
Community, yeah.
And if you know people, I was in a rock band there. So people were coming to me, telling me shit all the time, you know, like boom, 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 rumors fly, and people go down. Go ahead.
This question. So I moved to St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands, which is right next to Epstein's Island, Little St. James, in 2014 on an internship. I moved there to work at an aquarium, on an internship working with sea lions. So here's a picture of me with one of the sea lions, and I worked there for the next 8 years, so all the way through my 20s. I loved living in the Virgin Islands. It is such an incredibly beautiful place, so much snorkeling and scuba diving. The beauty is unmatched. I've spent time in Hawaii before, and the water is beautiful in both places. The Caribbean is unmatched with the incredible ocean ecosystem. A lot of people have assumed that I'm like really wealthy or something. No, I made like $30,000 a year while I lived on St. Thomas. When you are single in your 20s, you don't really need a whole lot of money to survive. I had a very small place to live, and when you don't have a family or big bills or a house payment or anything, you don't need a lot of money. So yes, you too can live in the Virgin Islands if you want to. I'll try to include some more things about living there. It is a wild place to live, but man, it is absolutely beautiful.
So this is a piece we played before. Will you skip through this and play the last one? Yeah, there you go. So this part we already played on one of our shows before. You know, talking about, you know, the airplanes and flying over and landing. It's still happening today. We played that before on our show, so you guys know, but go ahead.
Support that, right? I used to live next to Epstein's Island. I lived on St. Thomas for about 8 years and racked up some stories while I lived there. St. Thomas is gorgeous, the water is incredible, and the local landmarks are kind of like an international scandal. Now, my husband works in tech, and one of his coworkers actually helped with the security system over there. And when I tell you that this man said that there were cameras everywhere, I don't mean that there was just security cameras by the front door. No, I mean like everywhere. Bathrooms, cameras. The closets, cameras. Probably even inside the fridge. You open the door and it's like, oh, look, eggs. Oh, and surveillance. Imagine trying to steal a snack in the middle of the night. So somewhere in the world, there's a hard drive with a ridiculous amount of footage. Hours, days, probably seasons. Enough for a 6-part Netflix documentary. And people are like, we'll never actually know what happened there. Guys! The camera's new. We don't need psychics or conspiracy threads. We just need whoever has those hard drives to get on board one night and go, you guys want to see something? I used to live next to Epstein's Island.
Oh, Jesus.
Want to see something really scary?
And you guys, do you remember in the Epstein file pictures, we saw shoe boxes of thumb drives.
Yep.
There was CDs. There were videotapes. There was recordings. I mean, this shit goes back decades. When you go from VHS tapes to CDs to thumb drives, somebody had to keep updating that fucking equipment in that fucking place. Do you know what I'm saying? Her hubby was one of them.
I was gonna say, I feel like this dude had like a server room or something big for storage on his island. Somewhere. I don't like, there's got to be shit still there. And it could be locked down. Because another billionaire bought this property.
Oh, her name is
the easiest way to stop.
What's her name again, Tony? Hold on. I'll find it.
Say they want to turn it into a resort.
Yes.
Okay. Barry's vlog. That's not her, though. I don't think that's her, though. Barry, Berry, apostrophe S, vlog, VL. Not blog, with a V.
Snoring at home without buying a $2,000.
What the fuck is this? So, anyway, getting back to Epstein and just going, you know, you can't really hide 5.2 million, 10 million, a truckload
Yep.
of evidence.
That's a quote from Bondi. She got a truckload of evidence.
Epstein estate's about to drop some shit. I feel it in my bones. I do.
They should have done it today. They should have done it.
No, I think they wanted to leave the holiday alone. I think they wanted to leave the holiday alone. No.
They should have done it yesterday to take all the fucking Maduro shit off the fucking headlines.
I mean, it's got to be juicy to take Maduro off the headlines because the world is freaked out about Maduro. The
world should be freaked out that there are children who are being trafficked.
I agree with that.
That's what once we get that, and a lot of these motherfuckers are going to fall.
It's all connected to the same fucking people.
Yeah. They just fucking fall. They get taken down. They fall.
The most powerful people in the world these girls were trafficked to. So if you start thinking about that, and you start thinking about the people Epstein hung out with, all the fucking pictures of all the people, you've got dictators, you've got, we know he had a connection to fucking Putin. We know he had a connection to Mossad. Fucking Ghislaine Maxwell's daddy was connected to Mossad. I mean, like, you got to be able to, you don't need the string and the fucking thing to put it all together. You don't need the board and the fucking red string.
Not anymore.
Well, I'm still not convinced that we haven't heard the last out of the international community as well.
Oh, no.
Like, who knows where that's going to come from?
The reporting
UK,
all over
France.
What was it? Canadian broadcast Canadian broadcast, whatever system, we get Canadian channels here. So they were playing, what was it? The thing of Prince Andrew, Tony, that we watched. But what was it? The proclivities or... I can't remember what it was. With the first word, it was like the activities or proclivities or fucking something of Prince Andrew. And it's all about him in that fucking horrendous interview that he gave to the BBC to try to cover up. Oh, I don't sweat. Remember the whole thing about him not sweating?
Yeah.
I had a physical condition where I couldn't
The most
sweat.
absolutely ridiculous. I went to a battle, and because the battle was so shocking, it caused me not to sweat anymore. It's the most ridiculous fucking thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, he was saying it was not his hand on the other side of Giuffre's hip in the photograph.
Sir.
It wasn't his hand.
Sir, bud.
Uh-huh.
How many sex workers did he hire in like Thailand to come up to us? 40? I forgot 20. I can't remember what it was. Like, bullshit, dude. You'll never live this shit down. Ever.
Nope.
You're a weirdo.
Nope.
You're a creep. It's already been reported that he was part of the pussy committee because models and women and girls were considered currency.
They were trying to get him laid.
Dinky. Yeah,
that
they
was
were trying
the
to get
pussy
him
committee
laid.
was put together to get
him
Prince
laid.
Andrew
a fucking prince. A prince, because he's so fucking weird, cannot get laid and requires 17-year-olds.
He's the brother of the king, and now he's lost his princedom and all that bullshit and kicked out of the royalty. Why can't we do that to Dinky? You're kicked out.
I think he needs to leave the country because unfortunately, what do they say is like
where are you gonna
politics is down. Politics is downstream of culture. He can go anywhere. He would go anywhere. He'd go to the Middle East. He would live like a king. He would. I mean, it's true. I saw that the Iran's Ayatollahs trying to make plans to skedaddle up to Russia as well. He and al-Bashar al-Assad will be roomies in Moscow before
just like
the month's out.
The king of Spain also is in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. I mean, that's the truth is that he could take whatever fortune he has, go anywhere in the world other than his own home country and be just fucking fine.
So I have a little titillating, and I use that word specifically, a little titillating thing for our audience regarding melanoma, Melania, the hoa.
The hoa. That fucking hoa.
The hoa. So I don't know who the chick is, but the Hawk podcast, he always plays this chick. And I don't know who the chick is though. See, we try to give shout outs to people when they make good content, and we, like Christina Talks. We love her. We love IHIP. You know what I mean? So anyway, I don't know who the chick is. So if anybody knows who she is, let me know. But anyway, this chick did a deep dive on Melania. And oh boy, let's spill the tea. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the tea.
I love tea.
So this is a snapshot from a 1996 archive of a website called A Foreign Affair. As you can see, Melania is on this website, and she has her date of birth, her background. There's her photos from her modeling. I think she was like 17 in those photos. If you look down here, it says that the website is called A Foreign Affair, and this was copyright 1996. Foreign Affair is a real matchmaking, international dating, mail order bride company that exists, that is based in the United States, that was founded in 1995 and still operates to this day. And from the Internet Archive, this was 1996, the year after A Foreign Affair had already started. So Melania was on the website a year after it was founded. Like when I say they're still active and operating to this day, you can look at their social medias. They're actively still posting, showing off their happy couples, showing off the brides they have available. Like, this is weird. And like, I'm not being a hater on like international dating, but under these pretenses in this context, yeah, this is just like mail order bride stuff. International marriage broker, romance tour company. Be for real. Just take a look-see at the countries in which they operate. All right. So yeah, we need to protect the Wayback Machine at all costs because the evidence is there. I know this isn't shocking, and I know that like these people lie intentionally and they lie by omission all the time, especially when they're talking about like their backgrounds. But it is pretty crazy that like there's evidence that she was a mail order bride, and Michael Wolff might just prove it in a court of law. So this is
That's why she wants to sue for $1 billion and get rid of. Remember how we've been trying to find Fuck Christmas, the unedited version of Fuck Christmas, since it happened. But you can't find. You can't.
I don't know.
Can you hear me?
We can't hear you, Diane.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I can.
Oh, there you are.
Fuckity fuck. I'm gonna swear until the fucking mic comes back on. So anyway. She's a fucking mail order bride. She's gonna lose her $1 billion. This is why she wants to cover up her past. This is why we cannot find the unedited version of her saying "fuck Christmas." They've literally scrapped it from the fucking internet. I've been looking for that fucking clip since the fucking day it happened, and literally I can't find it anywhere. If you guys can find it, please do it. Find Fuck Christmas and I will fucking love you forever.
Without it being bleeped out.
I can tell you who she was speaking to when she was on the phone and who recorded it. It was Stephanie Grissom.
I know.
She was an aide. So, and she...
I know. I went to her
maybe she has
site and she has the edited version too. You can't find the unedited version.
Nope.
Unless you can go way back when she said it and find the unedited version, which I don't know. We got to protect the Wayback Machine because of things like this that this chick dug up. Can you imagine if this went viral? If this went viral right now, that she's a fucking mail order bride and that she knew Epstein and fucked Epstein before she fucked Dinky on the fucking Lolita Express. All of it can be proved. I'm sure Michael Wolff has the fucking goods, but Michael Wolff has all those hours of the interview, and then from the emails that we saw, he was helping Epstein try to fucking redo his image. So fuck Michael Wolff too.
Yep. I don't trust him.
Soon we'll be telling
And
the whole stadium.
he's got all that information and he's waiting to write a book. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
And I think what's real sick is I wonder if he still has contact with like Steve Bannon. And I don't know why he wouldn't, because
he very well could.
Because Steve Bannon also has tapes. I think it was like 15 hours whenever he was trying to help Epstein rehab his image in the first administration that have never been released as well. So there's plenty of people that know more, including Michael Cohen. I'm going to throw him in there fucking too, including Michael Cohen.
Yeah, I don't trust him.
Who know a lot more.
I trust Lev more than I trust.
I trust Lev because he brings receipts and he
feels honestly remorseful for what the fuck
I was going to say, he shows genuine remorse and has done everything in his power to reverse the damage he has done.
Yep.
And I can't say that about Michael Cohen and Michael Wolff. And until they're willing to do that, because I'll never forget that Tara Palmieri interview with Michael Cohen and him sidestepping the stuff about Katie Johnson.
Yeah.
And like anything about Stormy Daniels, anything about during the campaign and pre-White House stuff when he was actively the fixer.
Yep.
So until he's ready to answer, and I think that's why Lev is so pissed off at him, and he knows more about that kind of shit. I'm not going to try to speak for Lev, but I really do think Lev now knows. Michael Cohen knows more than he's letting on.
Fuck yeah.
And until he is ready to show some remorse and to come clean, he is ostracized from the Malcolm Nance and Lev Parnas brigade, which he once was part of just a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay. I have a few more videos that we've got to get through before we end the show, because I knew we were going to run out of time. That's why I had to keep moving on. I had to keep like...
All right. I'm gonna go silent for just a second. I got to go take care of something and I'll be right back.
Okay, honey.
So I've got a few more videos I wanted to show. Tony. Okay, what was the first one? Okay. Yeah, here's oh God, what's his name? Christopher Titus. I love Christopher Titus. And I love these 5-minute intro thingies that he does, and especially the end. Tony has to turn up the end when he's like walking away. You can barely hear him.
So
I love it.
what he says.
I know, it's so funny. But he kind of does a year in review. And it's funny. I haven't seen many of these. I haven't seen many of the year in reviews because it was such a fucking shitty year.
It's hard to pick.
I don't even know where I wouldn't know where the fuck to start. But yeah, he kind of does a year in review, and I got to give him kudos for it. Number one. Number two, I love him, and he's great, and he's funny, and he gets a lot in there, especially with his little clips and everything. So pay attention. Pay attention, class.
I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the end of the year. I can't believe the daily clusterfuck we've had to take for 2025. Armageddon update. Our current president / felon / rapist / tax cheat / pedophile and daughter coveting creep.
If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her.
Has again, in his second term, continued the destruction of all that is good and holy in our country. Violating its constitution and the rule of law while simultaneously grifting a rubes that support him with his crypto scam to the tune of $3 billion. He's deporting immigrants in a nation of immigrants. His grandpa was also an immigrant who, by the way, who left to avoid the military in his country and then started trafficking girls to a whorehouse in the Yukon. So Trump comes by all this pedophile stuff genetically. His dad's a birthright citizen who took millions from the government, and his mother was a Scottish immigrant, but they're white. So cool. He said he would end the Ukraine war on day 1.
I will end that war in one day. It'll take 24 hours.
It's day 380. Although he said he has ended 8 wars, fact check, 3 weren't wars, 2 have started back up, and 3 he stopped with bombs and threats and a partridge in a pear tree. So 3 minor conflicts that he solved with threats and violence. You know, Nobel Peace Prize worthy. However, he has bombed Iran and is blowing the shit out of tiny boats in the Caribbean, starting a war with fishermen and wakeboarders. He imposed tariffs and says he's raising billions in revenue, $205 billion so far. Except those billions are paid for by you, the consumer. On a $100 item with a 20% tariff, that raises the cost to $120. Then they pass it on to you. But retail people always double the price, so you can pay $140 now. Aren't tariffs fun and country destroying? Farmers going bankrupt and getting bailed out. Again! Prices on average have gone up 4 to 14% since this obese dementia patient was weaseled into office by a South African immigrant. And that South African Nazi also cut thousands of jobs with Doge and cut foreign aid from the U.S. worldwide. And because of that, guess what, people? We've lost our soft power, giving China, Iran, Russia, and North Korea a shot. Because of Doge's cut, 700,000 people will die from starvation and preventable diseases. We're a joke worldwide. You know, same as last time. He defiled the people's house. He tore down the White House. He tore down the White House, one of the most famous buildings in the world. And he raped it like it was an underage masseuse. Ding. He won't release the Epstein files. And even Bill Clinton, who's in the Epstein files, wants Trump to release the Epstein files. And then this raging embarrassment to humanity, this walking ass polyp, put his own name on the memorial of an assassinated president. Do you realize what a scumbag you have to be to put your name on the same building? That is a memorial to a beloved, transformative, once-in-a-generation leader? The great John F. Kennedy's name is on that building because he was brutally shot to death. And no one else's name should be on that building unless they were assassinated. His Congress has passed only 40 new laws. It's the least productive
40.
Congress since Calvin Coolidge took a steaming dump on the speaker's podium. It's not a historical fact, but that would do it. So, as we head into 2026, not with hope, but with horror, not with inspiration, but fear of interrogation and deportation, as we head into next year with our diaper-wearing, hated by the world, late-stage Alzheimer's having mumble-mouth moron president, we can only wish that soon his name will deserve to be on a building. Come on, blood clot. Yeah, I said it. Happy New Year. I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. Thanks for the year, people. Holy shit, man. When you look at what this guy did, it's only been a year. We got 3 left. 3 left.
Start turning it up.
Blood clot or something. You know, maybe his leg gives out and he just falls down the stairs of Air Force One. I live with that too. Whatever it takes. But
He's going to fall.
Can we end this?
Can we end
So, okay, I wanted to play Maggie Reed's video. This is breaking FIFA Peace Prize winner starts war. Yeah, I love this chick. She's hilarious to me. And
question over here.
It's really difficult these days to parody this fuckery. And I got to give it up to her. Like, she needs her own, like, comedy show or something.
Here.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Donna, question over here. What is your plan for Venezuela now that you've bombed them, taken over their country, and arrested their president?
Make Venezuela great again. Very simple.
What's the acronym for that? VGA? How are you going to do that?
We're going to have our very large United States oil companies, the biggest anywhere in the world, go in.
Oh, so the American taxpayers get to pay for our military to protect the oil companies while they steal Venezuelan oil. Great.
As everyone knows, the oil business in Venezuela has been a bust, a total bust.
This is giving Iraq war deja vu, am I right?
So we are going to run the country until such time as we can do a safe, proper, and judicious transition.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be quite the judicious transfer. Man, Dick Cheney would have loved this. He's definitely smiling up at you from hell right now.
This partnership of Venezuela with the United States of America, a country that everybody wants to be involved with.
Partnership, huh? Can you explain how this partnership went down last night?
We had many ships out in the sea.
Ships in the sea.
It was dark.
Dark.
It was dark. And it was deadly.
Ah, dark and deadly. The classic partnership meet cute. Did the FIFA Peace Prize mean nothing to you, Donald? Oh, he fell asleep. Shh. This is going to be fun. Donna, question over here.
Oh, he fell asleep.
It's going to be fun.
Seriously,
he's going to wake up and
he's
not know
gonna
what he's talking
fucking
about.
fall. He's gonna fucking fall. That's what's gonna happen. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but it's gonna fucking happen.
So another one, Keith Edwards.
I will tell you where the fraud is. It is.
Yeah, I'm throwing all this at you because we're already over time by 20 minutes.
Oh shit!
But I don't really care. I don't really care. I want to get through all this stuff because it's important, and I love Keith Edwards. He's another great content creator, and yeah, you want to see fraud? Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Right here.
I will tell you where the fraud is. It is with Donald Trump. Meet Michelle Fiore, a former GOP in Nevada who raised funds to create a memorial to honor fallen police officers. Instead, she spent the money on cosmetic surgery and other personal items. She was convicted in 2024 and Trump pardoned her before her sentence. She's not Somalian. Do you see where this is going to be going? Meet the Shirleys. They were pardoned after convicted of 12 counts of bank fraud and tax evasion. They don't have to pay back the $17.8 million in restitution or serve serve 12 years in sentence. They are fraudsters. They are not Somalis. Meet Philip S. Formes. Trump commuted the sentence of a convicted healthcare fraudster who was serving 20 years for a $1.3 billion Medicare fraud scheme, one of the largest in U.S. history. That person has since been arrested again on new criminal charges. Will Trump pardon him? He's a fraudster. He's not Somali. Say hello to Trevor Milton. He doesn't look Somali to me. Well, he donated $1.8 million to Trump and hired Pam Bondi's brother as his pardon attorney. He defrauded hundreds of millions of people and he walked away free. He walked away free. Is Donald Trump the one allowing fraud to go unchecked? Eric Trump said people better start going to jail in Minnesota. Well, you need to shut the up, bitch, because you and your family actually committed fraud against St. Jude's Children's Hospital. In 2017, it was discovered that you and your family took donations that were meant for children's cancer, and that led to you having to give $2 million back. Still, you remain in power, but the only ones who've committed fraud in this situation is you and your goddamn disgusting family. I think maybe we should be mad about that.
Yeah. Let's be mad about that. Remember how they went after Hunter Biden and they're not talking crickets on fucking Junior getting fucking government contracts. Like literally, the hypocrisy again is so fucking thick. So the last one, of course, this is Christina Talks, and it's regarding the Epstein files. I love my girl. We gotta try to get her on the show.
Well. She's adorable.
Should I play the bad hair one, which is so funny?
Well. It's like the GOP can't help themselves. They must protect predators at all cost, baby, and they've done it again. Let me explain. You see, in that spending bill, there was a provision that was passed unanimously that we put in there that said that we would have to retain and catalog the Epstein files, that they could not be in any way destroyed or tampered with. But quietly, the GOP removed that provision that was voted on unanimously. The provision that said that they must retain and preserve and catalog all of the Epstein files. So by removing that provision, I'm just going to go on ahead and tell you the GOP will now start to destroy those files. You just wait and see. You just wait and see. If they really cared about the victims today, if they were really trying to lock up a Democrat and all of that, you red hat, then why would they take out the provision they put in there and they all voted on to retain and preserve those files so we could get justice for the victims today and possibly arrest a Democrat or two? Why? Why would they do that, red hat? Not a good look. Every single sitting member of the GOP, except for fucking 3, are actively protecting sexual predators. Well,
let that sink in.
Yep. Remember I played that video where that guy was at a podium and he was like, tell me if
Can't
these
hear
are
you, Diane.
Oh my God, my microphone went out again. Motherfucker.
You're back. You're back.
Now we hear you loud and clear.
Yes.
Remember when I played that video of the dude at the podium and he goes, are these NBA players or NFL players? And he listed off the criminal list and he goes, it's neither. It's your elected politicians, and most of them are Republicans.
Yep.
That we should keep that video on a regular loop. That should be in a regular fucking rotation. I don't know who that guy was, but I remember it clearly, and it keeps coming back to my mind every time I think about this stuff. You guys, we are way over. Oh, it's 26 minutes after the hour. I feel like I'm Stephanie Miller on the radio show, and it's time to have the show. Thank you guys so much. Oh, and by the way, Benny, Tony found the cuttlefish just for you.
I know he sent it to me. I saw it. Thank you,
cuttlefish
Tony.
thing. I think he posted it on our channel.
Yes, he did. I saw it there too.
He posted it on our channel, so if you want a good laugh, and
oh,
this guy's channel is amazing. I've been watching this channel for probably over a decade.
Yeah,
now.
this guy's channel
is fucking amazing.
It started with Sad Cat Diaries, which again is one of my all-time favorites. But it was the first one that I ever saw. But anyway, we got to end the show. And what's his name again, Tony?
As an executive,
Frank.
I see no value.
Z Frank?
Yeah.
Like
Z-E, and then Frank. It's all one word.
Okay.
No.
So anyway,
there.
He's great. And anyway, I just want to thank Benny and Lindsay and Dr. Aida, joining us today. Thank you so much, my love. And I love your Morocco hat. And I'm so glad you found your dinky blockers.
Finally.
I want to thank everybody in the chat and everybody who let me get to here. And Stefan Leach, thank you so much for the $5. I've been mentioning to Christina Talks Tea about coming on the program to Benny. So thank you so much for that, because we kind of, I so want that. Like, I really do.
Yeah, that would be too cool.
Patrick, thank you for being a member for 3 months. And Stefan Leach, again, with $5. Oil company said she won't go now. We have to pay this subsidies, billions. So, yeah, they're saying that it's going to cost billions and billions of dollars to even get the fucking oil refineries up and running. And they don't want to pay for it out of their pocket. So it's going to come out of our pockets, right? So, Wayne, thank you so much for the gifted 20 subs. Belfast Bob, thank you for 5 gifted subs. And Jackie, thank you for being a member for 8 months. And you guys, thank you so much for supporting the show. We love you so much. And, thank you for your time. We know that you could be other places and you chose to be here. So, right here in the Boyd. Right down here in the Boyd.
Right down in the Boyd, in the Boyd.
We have 1,300 subscribers, but we're very proud of our 1,300 subscribers because they're actually real
and we
people.
love y'all.
They're actually real fucking people.
Yep. No bots here.
No bots here, and I don't fucking pay for I get offered all the time to buy memberships.
I've had that offer many times in the last few years.
Thank you to the moderators, too. And you guys, we love you so much. Benny, Lindsay, and Ada, we'll see you next Tuesday. You want to come on next Tuesday? And I'm going to try to get Trill Will to join us at least for the first hour on Thursday. We'll see what we can do. It's my goal to get him on a semi-regular basis. I would love it.
Goals.
Oh, and you got the
Goals
what?
Are good.
Oh, Billy.
Oh, God. Jim Carrey.
That's Jim Carrey. That's not.
It's Jim Carrey.
Oh, Billy.
That's not.
Stephen Lee. Steve.
Billy.
Steven.
Oh, Billy.
Steven, sorry. It's for the $2.
Thank
Again,
you.
I'm sorry. You don't have to pay me $2 to correct your name. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Charlie.
Thanks, Steve. Yeah, Tony found it just for you, Benny. He's like, I gotta go find it.
Oh, Billy. Oh, Billy.
Anyway, we love you guys so much. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace out, you guys. Take care. Hang in there. We can make it another 2 days. I swear to God, we could make it.
Warning, warning. Danger, danger! You are tampering with an alien dimensional scanner.
Are you gonna play the new?
I told you, I spent
Gen
it
X
with my
George?
uncle in Alaska hunting wolverines.
One that you wanted to play. You were playing it last night. All right.
Morning.
Okay.
I loved Lost in Space when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
All right, my loves. I gotta go cook some stroganoff.
Okay. Oh my
Stroke
God.
it to
Beef
the
stroganoff.
east and stroke it to the west.
I have like
With egg noodles.
nothing. I have nothing ready for dinner tonight. I have no idea.
Yeah, me either. But I have to go out there and find something.
My husband killed 2 deer last month, and
We're still not off the air.
We're not off the air. I don't care.
Full
That's
freezer.
fine. This is
Nothing wrong with a
this is
full
behind the
freezer,
scenes
honey.
stuff. This
behind
is
the scenes.
This is a little extra. Yeah. Just shit in the bowl. Welcome to the fucking after
You're
show.
still in the phone call.
Like Dr. Ruth. Good evening, y'all. Yeah.
But no, so it's gonna be venison, and I have a ton of it.
Let me break into the waves and let me shake into the white and contemplating over a jug of wine. The end of the world, the end of time. Planets aligning, I feel fine. I can't take